I guess there was a point there early in the second half where you guys built something like a 15-0 run, and you've shown the propensity to do that both in the exhibitions and tonight. Just kind of what fuels those spurts where maybe you kind of really crack down at both ends of the floor and can build, a 15-0, 16-3, whatever it may be, run like that?
Yeah, I think it all starts on defense. That's where, we can get out in transition. Once we get stops, specifically defensive rebounds, we can get out in transition and play. So once we string stops together, I think that's really good for us.
Mike?
Also, early in that second half, I think like 3 minutes in, there was a huddle right before Thomas went to the free throw line. He was kind of gesturing to the other end of the court. It seemed like he was kind of frustrated with defense or something. What was he saying in that moment? What was kind of frustrating him in that moment?
I'm not sure, but in our huddles, that's when we try to figure out, issues that we have been having during the game. And there was probably something defensively that we didn't do a good job communicating with, so he probably was just trying to fix it.
How much do you hold yourselves to, I guess, hold each other accountable for shortcomings or what have you? How much do you guys kind of just try to pick each other up in those kind of moments?
Yeah, we try to do it a lot, just for the simple fact that we want to be a player-driven team. So if we're holding ourselves accountable, I think that's the main way to get better.
Pete?
Juwan, what was your sin on the dunk? On the dunk you got called for technical. What was it that you did wrong?
Honestly, don't know. I dunked, and then I felt somebody's head brush against my thigh, and I looked down and then dropped off the rim. And I had to tap.
Hey, Juwan, we saw a catch, steal, and spin from OG tonight. We've seen some other things. Just what are some things you've seen from him, like in practice, that you can tell his offensive game's really growing? Not just point totals, but things he can do.
Just attacking right away. That's really grown, and that came with as his confidence went up. As his shot got better, he's always in the gym. He's probably in there more than anybody else, and he's just always working. And he's always just working, and every time we are in practice, there's something new coming out, and as he gets better and better at it, it just almost becomes natural for him.
Rich?
OG, what do you have to focus and concentrate on as a team and individuals when you're playing a team that you may be dramatically more talented than?
Just not playing the team, just playing to dominate, get multiple stops on defense, rebound, and just move the ball on offense.
And how well did you feel like you guys did that tonight?
We felt like we did it decently. We know we can do better though.
Sam?
It's for either of you guys. How much easier is it to play with James as locked in as he was in that first half? Once again,
It's a lot easier. It just opens up so much more of the floor, especially when I'm pretty sure guys, when they scout James, they already know he's a scorer. And then when he's locked in, even when they're keying in on him and he's still scoring, he's still driving, making plays, that just opens up things like back cuts, extra passes, throwing it inside to the post, and they have to respect him. It just opens up everything.
Zach?
Juwan, Duran had a couple big free throws, I think, against Kansas, but tonight he kind of got a little bit more extended minutes, 8 points, 3 rebounds. I know he came in late. Just kind of how quickly have you seen him adapt, and especially maybe when he's had guys like you and Thomas to work with in practice, how quickly has he grown?
It's been tremendous. The jump he made from week 1 to week 2, and then from week 2 to week 3, and so forth, is just an incredible rate that he's going at. And he's been getting in better condition on his own. That was something he came to me about, just saying he wanted to be in better condition, being able to be in the game longer, things like that. And with that, as he started changing his body, he started being more comfortable. And as you can see, it's starting to pay off.
Okay, just to follow up, I mean, when you are kind of in the preseason getting ready for the season, how do you work with a young guy on maybe getting his legs under him a little bit more if he hasn't had that summer, I guess?
I guess it would just be pushing him in practice. Times when he wants to take breaks when we're doing full court things, just making sure he's in there, making sure he's getting the reps when everybody's looking around like who's got it next, making sure they're getting in there. And like he does, extra running and things like that whenever we have off days or something, and just helping them with that, being there, supporting them with that.
Just for any of you guys, how much have you worked on that press defense going into tonight? And is that something we can see more of going forward?
Yeah, at one point when we got up and kind of got a couple traps in the backcourt, that was completely random. So that's something, we want to continue to build on. We wanted to pressure them full court man-to-man, but that was just something we did a good job of rotating with, and, it was good for us.
Mike?
Juwan, I saw you in particular kind of talking to Freddie at different points throughout the game, just kind of pointing him to where he needs to be and what he should be doing. How much do you kind of, I guess, coach him up during the game just to kind of, bring him along, get him up to speed, and kind of get him where he needs to be?
Whenever he needs it, whenever I see somebody in there that doesn't know what they're doing, I try to know all 5 spots. That way, if they're stuck on where they need to be, I can help them. And even when I'm in the game, running to another spot, I'll try to be directing traffic, making sure they know where they're going, making sure they're knowing what to do. And I don't know, that just comes with it.
Rich?
Robert, I'll ask you, but if anybody else wants to comment, fine. I wouldn't think that you would necessarily notice anything in the course of the game, but how awesome are the renovations here at Assembly Hall, and do they have any impact on the game itself?
I think they're really good for us, especially for the program and the recruits and things like that, for them to see that. But during the game, I really don't notice anything differently. Maybe the backdrop on the one side that's more open, but other than that, nothing really.
Jeff?
OG, what spots on the floor do you feel like you're more productive at than maybe you were at this time last year?
I would say I'm more comfortable everywhere.
Go ahead.
Ron, when you see James get going like that, how does that help you as a shooter to have that guy right next to you heating up like that?
Oh, it helps a lot. For the simple fact of, what J-Mo said, it spreads the court and opens it up that much more for driving lanes. So, you're always putting the defense in a situation where they either got to pick to stay with them or give you a lane to drive.
Go ahead, Alex.
Talked about this a little bit yesterday. Do you guys feel like you're kind of learning what the refs are going to call, foul-wise, maybe besides that technical, but do you feel like you're kind of learning what's a foul and what's not at this point?
I think we are definitely. We're just, adjusting just like everybody else is. It's kind of touchy-feely. Everything could be a foul, and you just have to be disciplined and keep your hands out. And we preach that every day in practice. And I think we were better from game 1 to game 2 as far as the foul situation and keeping our hands out. I don't think anybody fouled out tonight, and I think as time keeps going on, we have to keep getting more and more better at that.
Okay. Thanks, guys.